And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Time to beef up our processing down south. We have enough for quite a few of these, although, boy, they use a lot of PCBs. I've been crafting lots of those lightweight PCBs here. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that I lost count of how many I was doing. I should have made those one-click craft. Anybody who uses this mod, who's watching the series, let me know if you want these, especially the centrifuges, to be one-clicked. I mean, each of these, this is just 3 clicks for each of these. This one is 7, and it's kind of hard to figure out what the recipe is and how many things you need of each. That was the whole purpose of the one-click craft that I started doing. All right. So yeah, our fight is going well. Let's see. The other thing I want to try to craft while I'm up on the surface, if I have the ability, is some more nuclear reactors. And this is actually a little tougher because this is 27. So if I do 25, 26, 27, 27 times 5, that's over 100, I think. 25, yeah, 26, 27. That's about 130, 140-ish, somewhere in there. But yeah, we got two more reactors, and those babies, those are going to come over here. Because, like I said, somebody requested in the last series that I charge the OET with reactors, and so that is what we're working on. We've got a couple already up, so we're going to build a couple more. And these things will be able to push just a mountain of power into the OET. So this right here, this is 200,000 power per second. And I've already got the setup for freeze-on and fuel. And do we have enough? We actually have enough fuel on me to charge this thing. I kind of wanted to do 3 of them though, so I'll do 300,000 power per second, just to see how fast. And what you can also do is, if you're fast enough, you can not feed them. You cannot feed them freeze on right away, and when they're overheating, they have 60 seconds, but they double their power output to 100,000 power per second. So you can actually push. This alone would be 400,000 power per second. So it's a lot of power. There's a lot of power involved here, but I really don't want this whole area to explode, so I will not do that just yet. And I don't think we have, yeah, we don't have the lightweight PCBs. Oh, what do we have a backup here for? Ah, turntable. Reasons. The turntable is the reason. So we've got some more enrichment centrifuges. I've got some Mk2 conduits crafted. And before I go down, I'm going to grab whatever PCBs we have done. So there's 108 more. So let's go down to the toxic caves from here. And we got to go way down, because we have some more enrichment centrifuges to go. I've already got this stuff laid out, ready to go, and it's just a matter of building all of these up. So let's get some light on in here, kind of put them in between so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, we got a lot more, plus I upgraded That's the Mark III now, so that's moving 50,000 power per second. And then the rest of these, I think we'll just use the Mark IIs, which is 20,000 power per second. Don't think we need a whole lot more than that. I mean, that would be 20,000 power per second would be 20 of these centrifuges. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this side. There we go. And the next batch. This is going along really, really well. I'm liking this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're not processing it because they're not powered. There we go. Last batch. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that, I actually made enough, just enough to finish this off. I didn't even count and I got them right. That is impressive, if I do say so myself. Okay, so this one needs a battery. 2. And then over here, same thing. I'm glad they can share batteries, because otherwise this would be a nightmare of moving power. Okay, so do I have enough conduits? Let's see. And put them on this one. Okay. And then this one. Okay, and now for the main event, hooking them all up. And before I put the last block, I'm gonna go down and show you the spin up of the centrifuges. So push that in. As soon as they start getting power, just watch the spindles move. There they start spinning up. Beautiful. Now we are processing. We are seriously processing some ore now. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. That's 10 centrifuges. That's 10,000 power right there per second running. We could not have expanded this without our wonderful little addition over here. So I've got the fuel rods that we crafted before already ready to go, and we've got now a ton of centrifuges in action. And I think the craft time on these is 30 seconds. I want to say it's 30 seconds. But, you know, don't quote me on that. Let's see what this thing resets when it finally finishes. So, yep, 30 seconds. So 10, we're doing 10 every 30 seconds. And these things craft, I want to say, every what? It needs 8. I know I set these up. I think I balanced them. You need 4. Okay, empty fuel rod is 14, about 14 seconds. I think the rapid mode with the GACs, because these are GACs, these are generic auto crafters, or GAC. The rapid mode changes the speed at which these things process, whereas big machines that aren't GACs like these, you know, are more hard set. I think that these are configurable. I know their power per second is. That's how I rebalance things. Is I don't actually hard code. I don't hard code very much. I try to avoid hard coding values like that. But we've already burned through quite a lot of power. I think I put 20 in there, so we've already gone through 10 of them. So that's 30 million power that we've burned through powering all this stuff. But in the end, we're able to process a whole lot more. And it looks like this one is taking precedent. It just all depends on who gets first dibs. What machine looks, you know, what machine looks first at the process. So we could add more toasties onto this. I could put another whole set on this side if I really wanted to. And I would just beam power from this one, which has got the Mark III conduit. Beam power from here into over here, and then have another branch on this side, and then all of the output would just get run underneath this platform, because this is a platform. And now we are actually processing. I don't think we're processing it as fast as we're able to make them. We're able to make these things really, really fast. These yellow cake processors. I mean, we've got 100 yellow cake in each one of these. So yeah, I could easily double the amount of centrifuges that we've got going here. Easily. And really start pushing just metric tons of prime fuel rods through this thing. But as it is, how many do I have? 52 plus... There's only one there, so I got 20. 72. Again, those are 3 million power a piece. That's what that represents. 3 million power. So yeah, we are running hot, which is wonderful. I gotta watch this power though. We got plenty of freeze on in there. I'm not worried about running out of that. But you know, once this runs out of fuel, you know, these things will not have enough power. And the big indication of that, if I'm in the cold caves and that battery is dying fast, that means this whole process needs some influx of power. Which reminds me, I kind of want, once this gets a little lower, actually, I'm going to take this out, break it, put in a logistics hopper. Remove only. Don't really need the remove only, but you know, it is what it is. Kind of take this out, and I want to auto feed some fuel into this. Make sure that's set right. No, that's not. And the only thing that isn't really automated is the fact that the fuel rods are down here. But once this fills up, then, you know, it'll backlog again. So now this won't run out of power. At least, you know, for the next, I don't know, 300, 400, 600 million power that this thing uses. And we got plenty of power to charge the OET now. And it's just a matter of getting the lightweight machine, or lightweight PCBs. And I guess that's about all we need out of that, is the lightweight PCBs. So yeah, massive amount of processing now, and I definitely am thinking that we're going to want to double it. That is something we should just plan on doing anyway. So if this comes out, we're going to have logistics hoppers like here, 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 and then we're going to need one more set beyond this, I think, because we can't really build in there. So one more set beyond here, which reminds me I'm going to need to build that out like I did on the other side. And then run out this way. Okay. And then here, here, and here. That'll give me the platform to build on later on. When we finally do decide to double those up. We got plenty of power gen. We've got plenty of stuff going on now. And it's just a matter of getting a huge storage hoppers here. So get this laid out. That way I can just zip down here and double these up. I don't necessarily need to do it on camera. I mean, if it's always hard to judge what people want to see on camera versus what gets a little old. But I think this whole process is pretty amazing. And so we have a gap of 2. So we have one here and one more here. And then another set. And I can figure out, you know, the logistics involved behind that. We don't need a light here because those things produce plenty of light. Why are those? I guess those are derpy for some reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, we've got maybe one more nano hopper there, and we should be ready to just maximize the production of this stuff. So if we go over here, where's a good spot to come through? Well, this actually would be ideal to go through right here, because I could come right up underneath this fork right here. Okay, so let's plan on that. I don't know how far this goes out. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So this one, pull this in. I'm going to bring that down. And then maybe one more. Yeah, right in here. That'll put me right where I need to be. And then super build that here. Super build those. And this can go right up. Where's the... I went 2 over. There we go. Make sure that's pointing up. It is. There we go. So now it's just a matter of connecting all of these into that one, which is fairly easy to do, given I have enough tubes. Whoa. There we go. And just like that, everything is connected. And one over here. One over here. And one here. There we go. We are ready to double that up. And I have the batteries. I've got lots of Mark IV batteries. It's conduits that I'm a little low on, mainly because of that composite alloy. A little low on that. A little low on some other things. But hopefully that above up in the cold caves, hopefully those are really producing fast, because I'm going to want another Mark III. Yeah, another Mark III here, and then Mark IIs going all the way down. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Which I could do with a regular conduit, now that I think about it. 8. That's 8,000 power per second, and a conduit can do 10. So I could get away with doing regular conduits on this side. But I like using the better conduits just because they're cool. And I changed how the conduits actually calculate the power distribution. Because you can hook up these the Mark II, Mark III, and Mark IVs. You can actually hook them up to the large Mark V battery. You have to put it in the middle, but you can hook it up to a Mark V battery. And I changed the way the power is sent around, so you can hook a small battery up to, you can hook a Mark IV up to a Mark V, and the Mark IV will actually push enough power to fill the Mark V. Whereas before, it would only push enough power to get it up to the 270, and then it would stop. And so I changed the logic so it actually fills up if it sees that there's capacity. A little change with the math involved. It wasn't too hard to get to work right. But we gotta wait for a few more resources and come back next episode, and I will, I may not build this, as on camera, just because I've already built that whole line, so there's really no need. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.